Imagine this. You're rich, powerful, living in Los Angeles. You've got the mansion, the cars, the glamorous model wife on your arm. On paper, your life looks like a dream. But what if I told you that behind those golden gates, this dream was cracking apart, and the millionaire husband was plotting the unthinkable? This is the story of the millionaire, the model, and the hit man. The millionaire had it all. He had built his fortune, he flaunted his lifestyle, and he wore success like a crown. His wife, the model, was beautiful, admired, the kind of woman who looked like she belonged on every magazine cover. Together, they looked like a picture-perfect couple, but appearances lie. Behind closed doors, their marriage was anything but perfect. Neighbors heard the shouting, friends noticed the tension, money troubles started piling up, the empire wasn't shining anymore, and the millionaire's temper grew darker by the day. The dream life was collapsing, and in that collapse, he made a choice that would change everything. One night, he leaned close to someone he thought he could trust, and with a calmness that still shocks anyone who hears it, he said the words out loud, $80,000. That was the price he was willing to pay to have his wife killed. $80,000 to erase the model from existence. But here's the twist. Instead of taking the deal, that friend went straight to the police. And that's when the story turned into a trap. The police wired up the informant. They wanted proof, undeniable proof, and the millionaire gave it to them. Picture a cafe on a sunny afternoon, people chatting over coffee, the ordinary hum of life filling the room. In the corner, the millionaire sat casually, sipping his drink, and whispering about murder, his voice low, his words chilling. Just make her disappear. No suffering, no mess, just gone. The conversation was recorded. Every word, every pause, every sigh. The millionaire believed he was buying freedom, but what he was really buying was a one-way ticket to prison. The night of his arrest looked like any other night in Los Angeles. The millionaire returned home, unaware that police cars were waiting in the dark. The second he stepped inside, flashing lights filled the driveway. Officers surrounded him, handcuffs locked around his wrists, and just like that, the man who thought he had it all was reduced to nothing. The trial that followed was heavy, unsettling. The millionaire tried to claim he didn't mean it. He blamed stress, alcohol, frustration. He said they were just words. But the prosecutors had the tape, his own voice, plotting the death of his wife. The model stood in court, facing the man she once trusted, the man who had placed a dollar amount on her life. The jury didn't buy his excuses. The judge's voice was cold, final. The millionaire was sentenced to 9 years in prison for attempted murder for hire. Not the life sentence many expected, but enough to destroy his empire, his image, and his freedom. But here's where the story doesn't end. Behind bars, the millionaire was no longer the man he once was. Cellmates whispered that he muttered in his sleep, repeating his wife's name, waking in the night drenched in sweat, insisting she was standing in the cell with him, haunted, not by ghosts of others, but by the one he had tried to erase. The model survived. She walked away with scars, not visible, but deep. She built a new life, but the shadow of that betrayal never left her. At night, she still feels the echo, like a whisper outside her window, reminding her how close she came to disappearing forever. So what does this story show us? That money can't buy freedom. It can't buy love. It can't buy a way out of the mistakes we make. The millionaire thought $80,000 could solve his problems. Instead, it bought him years behind bars and a ghost that never let him rest. $80,000 for a human life. What could possibly go wrong? The answer: everything.